Just me, Meg, coming on to faff about with me hair. I cut my fringe, what a mess, and give you an update on how the diet's going. I'll confess, I actually had a chocolate breakdown on Thursday, had my evening meal. I was still hungry, so I thought, oh, maybe I should just have a pitta with some hummus. But it didn't stop there. I was like the hungry caterpillar. I managed to find some Reese's cups of my husband's, which I had a one of, just one. Normally I would have ate the pack. And then I found his Aero, and I had 4 bits of Aero. And then I went back to the hummus and I found a bag of crisps. You know, I'm fine. I hunted them out. I literally, it surprised us how, when I went off the rails completely. It was one of those nights where I had to stop myself from eating the biscuits, because I thought, there's part of us saying, you're going to be disappointed with this, but the other part saying, go on. And the bad part won. So Thursday was a bad day. So got myself to grips back on I've decided I am going to have issues. It's like being addicted to something. It's not going to be easy. So since Thursday, I've been quite good. I got weighed today and I've lost a pound, which is absolutely, I'm not condoning the fact that I was disgraceful on Thursday night, but it happened. So we have to move on. It's been quite a quiet week here. It's cold today. It's Saturday when I'm doing this, and it's absolutely back to the cold weather. Next week, what we're doing next week, I think we're going to got a few different appointments. That's all you do when you're older. You go to the doctors, don't you? Or to the dentist or somewhere, getting something checked. That's your social life. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have a look at some of the open gardens, the National Garden Scheme. There's a few open around here that we've not been to before. So on Sunday, we're going to have tomorrow, we're going to have a good look at a couple. And then next week, we're going to have a look as well. So we're going to be out and about boring you with gardens. Have I bought anything this week? No, because I've not really been out to the shops looking for anything. The pictures are still hanging on the wall. They haven't fell off. That's what we did this week. It was all about sorting the materials out for doing the summer house roof, because that's a big job, but it's got to be done, because after that we're going to sort the garage out. We've lived here for 10 years, and for 10 years I've wanted a nice garage, and for 10 years it's been like a council tip. So the promises are get it done later on this May, and that should be nicely done. It's full of stuff, but the stuff that's in it we don't know. It's the one area which is like a big dumping ground, but the promises there, it will be done. So I shall take you on that journey, and I shall show you. When I'm saying us, Mike will be the one who does the roof, but I'll be the one who paints the summer house. And it's a bit like spring cleaning, isn't it? I hope you've had a good week with your dieting or just your healthy eating. I'll never see myself up there as a ambassador for not eating. I just wish I could. To me, it's a lot more what's in the mind than what's in the belly, because the mind tells me what to eat. The belly itself's just idly hanging there doing nothing, But with the stone £1 off, can I feel a difference? Not yet. I think around about the 2 stone, I should really start to feel a bit more livelier. Is that the word? Definitely feel it on the clothing front, my stomach, and I do, most of my weight is on the stomach. It definitely feels less inflated, and I think I definitely want to keep going with it, because I don't want to let myself down. And it's amazing how doing this online makes you stick to it. Even though I haven't got a lot of followers, it's me diarying this for myself as well. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm wobbling. I'm not very good at keeping the camera straight. I mean, if you've been with me from the start, thank you. If you joined recently, thank you. It's just a little corner, but dieting isn't as easy as what people with metabolisms think it is. It tends to be the people with metabolisms who don't have to think twice about what they eat. They're very fortunate. And I do think it is down to your metabolism as well. And I think mine buggered off when I was about 3. I never came back. And I look at my husband, see what he eats and how he keeps the weight off. It has to be something in your body that just doesn't work as well as others, as well as your brain thinking sugar, sugar. I mean, I've got to be honest, that Reese's chocolate and the Aeros never tasted as nice, but wanting to be thinner is worth more than eating chocolate. Wanting to be thinner and healthier. So whatever you're doing this week, have a good week. I've done some bits and pieces of clips. I wish I was a cook, but I'm not a cook. I'm a bottle washer. I'll always be a bottle washer. But I'll put a few bits and pieces in of what I eat. And I know tuna and butter beans does seem odd bedfellows, because I put a recipe, I've done a little salad with them coming up, and I'll show you the clip. I'm sorry if I'm wobbling, because usually I use a little tripod, but I've got you in my hands. So have a good week, and I shall speak to you next week. I'm just going to show you a salad that I really enjoy, that I eat quite a bit of in the summer. It's up to you how you eat it. When I do the mix, before I prepare the salad itself, I'll do a big plate of salad and put this on the top, and it's really nice, it fills you. My husband sometimes uses a jacket potato with it. Sorry you can't see it, but I'm trying to concentrate on showing you this bit, so this bit doesn't count. So, dead easy, a bowl, and I've only used 1/4 of a red onion, chopped very small, because you just want to get tiny bits of it. So just 1/4 of red onion, because it's a lot gentler than the white onion. So that goes in first. I've got 2 tins of this tuna, because this is the one I prefer, this one, or the jarred tuna. So 2 cans. There's olive oil in this as well, so you don't need any oil extra. So actually, those tins would be quite nice planted up, wouldn't they? Like in the garden with just a tiny bit of herbs. So whoops, a daisy. I tell it's olive oil because it's quite oily, the pan itself, when I've emptied it out. So all we've got is onion, red onion, and tuna. I'm going to mash it up together, give it a good stir. It doesn't really need a lot extra flavouring, apart from just a tiny bit of salt and pepper. And then giant butter beans. These are the Marks and Spencer's ones, but there's several types I like. So your butter beans. I know it sounds a bit butter beans and tuna, but wait, you try it. Wait till you try it. It's absolutely, I don't know what it is about the butter beans, but it brings the best of the tuna out. And it's also really filling. So you need to give it a good mix up. You see the texture, you want every bit mixed with the butter beans. And then usually it's a green salad I'll do with just iceberg lettuce, any green lettuce, and some cucumber. So that would make the bed for this to sit on. It's actually very surprising how filling this is. So we'll have this probably for tea tonight, and then there might be a bit left over for tomorrow as well. So once you've giving it a good stir. Oh. It's then a little bit of black pepper. Come on, that's it. Just a little bit of black pepper. A little bit of sea salt, not too much, just a pinch. You can always add it later to your taste, but it's another thing I'm trying not to use a lot of. See, and then a little bit of balsamic vinegar, just to gel it all together. Oops. And I'm going to swap the fork for a spoon, just to give it, because I don't want to mush the butter beans up, I just want to get that all through. I'm not, no way am I a cook, I'm not one of a measurer or anything, but I just thought to show you a few things that I'm trying to eat more of. And as I say, in there's only a little bit of chopped onion, some tuna of your choice, some butter beans. You could swap, if you don't like butter beans, swap them for another white bean, and then serve them with a salad. So, hope you like it. I mean, I'm not going to be a master chef anytime soon, unless it's to lick the spoons when I've been making cakes. Arrivederci. Bear with me, I'm just trying to do a walk and talk video. So I'm going to take you out into the garden, and I'm going to show you my market fair, my Facebook market find. So let me have a look, see if I can show you how to do this. I shall just whizzle this around any second now. So I popped over to Altrincham to collect a table. It's an IKEA table. I used to have one years ago, and I've just put the chairs over here. So that table was £10. I'm quite chuffed it can stay out. And the garden, we're going to do a couple more pots. Here's what we've got so far. It's just all, there's the original. I love those little daisy flowers. They're just coming to life now. They'll soon be spilling over like the blue one does. And then this one. So everything is, it's woke up the garden, and it's in its yawning stage before it actually bursts into life. We've actually tried this for the first time, planting, what do you call them, alliums. We planted them in a pot rather than put them into the garden. We have got some further up, but we just thought we'd try them, see what they look like. And there's the next big project where the last storm blew the roof, the felt off the summer house. So we've got the felt now, got to do the felt and then repaint that. So that's a big job up. And then the bulbs are all finished now, so once we give them a chance to die back, to let the goodness seep back into the bulb itself, we'll be taking those out and getting bedding plants. And then I shall have to show you my grabber for picking the camellias up. 2 seconds. So here's all the flowers falling, and look what I bought myself. If you like a Dalek, exterminate. But it's great for picking these up. Look. Oh, so I don't have to bend anymore. And then I can pot them all up. But it's brilliant. So do not cross a grabber off your gardening tool list, because it's great. I'm gonna have to do that today, but it's a bit cold. And I know for a fact the minute I come out tomorrow there'll be even more here that are ready to go, but aren't they pretty? And then a little when it comes to picking them up. And then all the poor, okay, they've all gone. I always feel sad when the primroses go, because they're such cherry flowers, aren't they? It's too cold to open up another hosta. At least bring them back into life. And ferns, hostas and ferns. Oh, look at the blue. Oh, I can point with things. Look, the pretty bluebells are coming up. It's a blessing to have a garden. I mean, no matter how big your garden is, or even if you've just got like a small outside space, it's surprising how much enjoyment you can get from faffing about. And I mentioned the head, which I forgot wasn't, it's not a planter. That's me now in the mornings. Well, that's me anytime. I quite like it. Husband, the jury's out with him, but I quite like it. And then we've got this head to plant out as well, which is great because we can give him a different hair colour every year. Last year he was lily white, the year before that he looked like Mick Hucknall, with bright red hair. So, and those are, now are they gooseberries or raspberries? Can I remember? They're gooseberries, but there's no babies under them, under the gooseberry bush. So it's Saturday morning. Michael's gone out to do his rambling and I'm in just faffing about. So speak to you in a bit. I've just been to Warrington and I popped into Bernardo and guess what I found? Another Amazon bag. A £5 Amazon bag. Now these bags, I asked the lady today, are made up from the things Amazon gift to the charity to sell on. And you know I love these, so let's have a look. What's the first thing? So this, the total of the bag was £5, and let's see what this is. Oh, look at this. It's a brand new scarf. You see it? Da, 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 da. With a very, it's actually very pretty, but they had it in the shop at first for £3. Buy one, get one free. So that's very nice. I'll either keep it or I'll re-gift it. So £3. Let's have a look, see what else is in here. Oh dear. A pack of eyelashes. I would love to say I was going to use those, but I won't. But I have got granddaughters who think they're great. They always remind me of like little caterpillars. But they'll have a whale of a time with that. This is it with a bag. There's always somebody who'll take it. And anything I don't use, as I say, I re-gift it back. I'm not so good with things like the body cream. I know it's a bit daft. I always wonder, has it been used before? It probably hasn't, because I got one of these in the other gift bag I got. So it's a body cream, and a lot of these I'll give back to a different charity shop. I forgot. This is also where I got my last one. Oh dear me, I'll have to chaper it on. The lady did say it depends on what, obviously what they're given, what they can make the bags up from. So it always reminds me of Little House on the Prairie. Remember, I used to love that. Oh no, just have to imagine what I look like with it. So another one of those, which needs a good iron. What have we got here? No idea what this is. What does it say? Sweetheart something or other. Let us have a look. It was funny, if you watched the last Amazon mystery bag, I took it along to the granddaughters and they knew what everything was, from what the pen that you used when your hands were cold to use your phone, to what I thought were very strange things turned out to be heel protectors if you're a runner. Oh, it is. No idea what this is. That's quite pretty, but I've got no idea what you'd use it for. What's this? Oh, best wishes for you. What does it say it is? Can I get into it? Where's the trusty scissors? Oh, good gracious, it's very, more. I love these scissors. I've seen them shaped like a heron, and they're so handy. Oh, it's a brooch. I don't know. That's quite pretty. Say it, brooch. It looks like a bit like an A or a, doesn't it? But that's quite pretty. I have actually got brooches that I use because I'm still very much a brooch lady. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's a bit. Isn't that, could have both of those? It's so funny. But there must be ballet dancing classes which would love them. Oh, another one of those pouches to keep your keys in, keyring. I got a green one the last time with an antler on the head of a reindeer, and it's got the key ring in that you pull through to keep it clean and dry. What's it got in here? Stainless steel necklace. Obviously stainless steel covered with big gold. It's all right. As I say, they were £5. Oh, and I know what these are because we know what these are. We've had these before. The first time I got them, I didn't have a clue what they were. I thought maybe they were for Crocs, and I was correct. They are Croc charms, and these were cast on as well. Now I have, oh, they're so funny. Can you see that? Be happy. What's that one? It looks like, is that a handbag? Handbag. So there's a full packet of I think the best idea is when I did get the other one just recently. I think the best thing to do is maybe wait. Oh God, I'm sweating with this scarf on. To wait a few months before going and get another one. So we've got a box literally stuffed to the gunnels with Croc charms, which amuse me no end. So we've got that. What else did we get? The body cream. The false eyelashes. And that looks okay. Actually, that could be quite nice. It's quite a nice rope. I don't know if you can see the style, like a twist. So I'll keep a charity box in the back of the car that I fill as I go, and some of these will go back in, but you know, the way I look at it, every now and again, if I give £5, oh, I could start dancing. No, I've got the belly for belly dancing. I would just say it's quite amusing. Yes, there's a few things I won't use, but there's a few things that I'll hang on to, pass on. It was £5. I keep saying that. I'll keep repeating myself. That would be nice for the middle of a table if you're doing like just those little hearts on it. If you're doing a Valentine's table. I can remember when my mother used to have net curtains at the windows, or like a cafe style at the top. Those net curtains used to twitch if anybody knew was in the street. So that's this week's. I kept getting mixed up the last time I did the opening. I said it was from Oxfam. It was from Bernardo's. Bernardo's, which is at the Riverside Retail in Warrington. And as I say, it's a donation you're giving. And it's a way of them clearing stock, I suppose, so they don't have, because it is a well-stocked charity shop. It'll clear their stock, what do you call them? Their shelves, so they can get other stuff in. So, and oh, I wish I could get this on. That was handmade. Somebody's been making these. Oh, little shop. Can I put that on the side of my head? Ow, I can never fasten those things. But there you go. And just me to a T for when I take up my ballet or my belly dancing. Deciding on which ones, but I'm sure there's some little girls who would absolutely love them for doing a dance class. So hope you enjoyed, and I shall put my brooch on my coat.